Okay.
Good?
Yeah. And double check. Yeah, our angle should be fine.
It shouldn't have moved.
Mm-mm. What did it
Yeah, 87's
Oh, I
like
didn't even feel it. Oh, it must have been from the bar.
dancing.
Oh, the strap touched it.
Ooh.
Sorry. I was
It's alright, I'll move down.
Oh, I can shift this way.
Ready?
Yeah.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. It's Anthony
And Brett?
from the A&B Guitar Show, back with Guitar Talks, Episode 2, Season 1.
Season 1.
Talking musical influences again. Last episode I covered my influence with Motley Crue and Mick Mars. Brett kind of went through Geezer.
Yeah.
A little bit of Sabbath.
Geezer.
I don't know, maybe you can guess this next one. It might be a little obvious by the instruments we're holding.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, I bumped that.
Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman. First 2 Ozzy solo records.
2 great records, too.
2 phenomenal musicians. Who do we
yeah.
have? Randy Rhoads. Arguably, probably one of the greatest guitar players to walk this planet.
Oh, yeah. Unmatched.
No one can touch Randy.
And then kind of the guy behind the scenes. Got Bob Daisley.
Bob Daisley on the bass. Who was that drummer? Lee?
Oh, was it Kerslake or something like that?
Could be.
Oh, something like that.
Great drummer.
That was like a super group.
Seriously.
Well, I mean, it was Ozzy, so like everyone kind of knew him from Black Sabbath. Because Sabbath was big.
Sabbath, you had that whole, like... the real slow, heavy, nasty stuff. And then this guy comes in with... And it's like,
Yeah.
oh my God. We heard Eddie Van Halen, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Van Halen got heard in 1978.
Yeah.
Blew the music industry away with... No one's done that before.
Mm-hmm.
Then Randy comes along.
Oh, yeah.
And
1979.
Eddie's often said he's like, he's just too good. He was too... I watched an interview today with Randy's brother, and he was telling the story about how his guitar teacher came to his mom and said, I hope you don't want your money back for the past month because your kid's been teaching me. He's like, I can't teach him. He already knows everything I know. I can't teach him anymore. I'm like, oh my God. One day I hope to be half that good.
I mean, I know Ozzy has always said, like, he never stopped learning.
No.
Like, he'd be sitting there, like, on the tour bus playing classical music and stuff, like, constantly.
Supposedly what the plan was he was going to do 2 more albums with Oz after Diary, but not tour.
Yeah.
Randy wasn't going to tour anymore because he was going to go back to school for classical guitar.
That's
Like,
nuts.
and supposedly the Quiet Riot days in the early recordings, there's recordings that never became songs but eventually became D and Goodbye to Romance that he wrote with Quiet Riot. Yeah, I'm like, that's nuts.
That sounds weird. A Quiet Riot really got their big break, like,
After.
Randy and Rudy left. That was kind of weird.
It is weird.
Well, Rudy's another one.
Oh,
Such
excellent
a great
bass player.
talent.
Excellent bass player.
Played with just about everybody, too.
Literally everybody, at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not, you know? Dude likes to tour. Likes to play live. Poor Bob.
I know. No credit.
No credit. Like karaoke, no credit.
No. No one cares. No one cares about the man who made the EB3 famous other than Jack Bruce.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
They sound good, though. I don't like sitting with it. Well, sitting's fine.
Standing
up, say lean forward a bit just because how you have to.
I dropped my pick again. Is that going to be a
Again?
once every episode?
Probably.
You give me another one over there.
Yeah.
How about it? Blizzard of Oz. Let's go back. First Ozzy solo album. Blizzard of Oz. Let's see, if I remember right, Blizzard starts... and then goes in. Like, the guitar tone by it might have sounded like trash. That was another semi-rushed, push-it-through kind of album.
Yeah.
Randy.
But still,
Oh,
Ozzy kind of, like, I think that made him a little cocky. Because they didn't spend a whole lot of time on that album, and that brought him, like, pretty much more success than some of Sabbath's albums have brought. In, like, an instant.
and then
Yeah,
it was a masterpiece. Although I really think Randy's masterpiece was Diary of a Madman.
Mm-hmm.
Chills. I get chills listening to that. I get chills talking about that song. It's that good.
Like, instrumentally, lyrically.
Huh. There's nothing. Or the outtakes on, like, the deluxe edition of Blizzard. Oh my god. It's nuts. The hair on my leg is standing up talking about this.
You think he can't play any faster, and then you hear that, and you're like, oh
You
my
hear
God.
that little dun 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 dun. You're like, Randy, come on, dude, give us a break.
At the end, he just goes nuts.
And the producer didn't have it in him to hit stop. He just left him go.
No, tape was expensive back then.
He's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Glad they got it. Who would have known? Where would Ozzy be big today if Randy was alive?
If Ozzy was awake, he probably wouldn't be here today. That's crazy, too.
Nuts.
And he even says that. He's like, it should have been me.
And I'm pretty sure Randy even told him prior to that plane experience, you need to stop drinking and doing drugs or you're going to die.
Yeah.
And Randy was the one who died.
It's a
All
shame.
he found was nicotine in his system from his cigs.
And one of their, I forget what she did.
I can't remember, but I know...
Some kind of manager or something. And who, like, Ozzy was surprised that her and Randy were the two who went for the first ride in the plane.
I
Actually,
know.
it wasn't the first ride. I think that was the second.
Right, Ozzy was Ozzy on the first?
No, Ozzy was asleep in the bus.
Oh.
It was like a huge bender. I remember he woke up and the bus was in half and like on fire. There were like kids looting the Diary like limited edition like jumpsuits or whatever they had.
Oh god.
Like out of the bus, and yeah, I guess the idea was he was gonna clip the bus to try like just mess with him. So he came down real low, and instead of clipping the bus, he literally hit the bus.
Yeah. What a shame. You know what else is a good song off of Diary?
I can't. For the longest time, I wasn't 100% sure what album that was off of.
Right.
And I could have swore it was Zach for a while. And then I'm like, wait, that was Randy? And that like blew my mind. That dude can do everything.
I could see like getting mixed up with something like that.
Yeah. Well,
And
some of the stuff that Zach would play that like wouldn't like. I'm pretty sure Ozzy told me, like, don't do you.
Zach said he's like Randy had the whole neoclassical thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
He said Jake had a real good blues vibe going on. He said I kind of wanted a little bit of both. He says, but I didn't want to be. He says because I already had it bad going into this, being a blonde kid with a white Les Paul, just like Randy. He says I didn't want to be another Randy Rhoads. He says because you'll never be another Randy Rhoads.
No.
He says that that's why he stuck with the whole like chicken picking and the whole blues thing.
Yeah.
Zach lives out of the pentatonic scales. Lives and dies, but a pentatonic. I mean, he can do everything else, but
Yeah.
he chose. He's like, that's gonna be my thing. He's like, St. Rhodes had this. It's like Father Edward had all the tapping. But, oh yeah.
I really like Gus G too.
Gus is good. Gus is fast and accurate.
It was kind of like a little foray into the modern age for Ozzy.
Mm-hmm.
Like playing for a guy like that. Because, I mean, I don't know if we get that sound like everyone else at the time had, like, around, like, what, 2010 or something like that?
Yeah, I think Scream was 2010. Because that was when we
Yeah.
went to Ozfest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you had like other bands that were coming up and stuff. They had like Alter Bridge and stuff, and they were all doing that kind of stuff. Or in like, maybe a little before that, but 6 a.m. and stuff. You had like DJ Ashbon and stuff.
Yeah, but Gus.
Oh, way better.
Way
Ozzy
better.
was like, he's probably like, I like that, but like better.
Gus is great. I wish we could have got another album with Gus.
That would have been cool.
That would have been really cool.
It's cool getting to see him though.
Yeah, it was. You got to see Zach. I wish I
Yeah.
would have been able to see
Oh, that
Zach.
was awesome. I'm so glad. My mom and I got to go.
My mom got to see Jake
That's nuts.
on the Ultimate Sin tour. I'm like, Mom, you're killing me.
It's absolutely insane.
It is.
I got to see Crew too. So, and Halford was there.
Yeah.
So that was like 3 big ones for me in one day.
Wasn't Judas Priest, but it was better than no Judas Priest.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to go see Rob when he was at Croc Rock, but wasn't an all ages gig, so I couldn't go. So that sucked.
Could go now. Croc Rock gone though.
Yeah, now I can go.
Yeah. Shall we wrap this one up?
Yeah.
All right, that about does it for this episode of Guitar Talk. See you guys next week.
See ya.